be cruising in my lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, ha, nah, unlikely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow.
He's got a lot of stuff to do, and I'm gonna just kind of tag along and try to hand out the Smoking by the River books. This is like, what, 20 years later now, so this ought to be fun. I hope you join along.
So bring that around here, and we're gonna get started with one of these.
So, friend came down, and we're rearranging this car right now to fit two in the car. It's a pretty small car, but and there's a lot in there. And so, yeah, just making, yeah, I might make a short documentary when I get back.
All right, how about another bag? I think
all right.
Another bag over here.
You wouldn't want to be on camera, would you? Maybe.
Mind, really.
Oh, that's Mark, and that's his car right there.
Okay, and how about that other pillow?
All right. They're either gonna make a small documentary, or at least let the online world know that I did the trip. But a small documentary might be better. I usually put duct tape over my phone. Just texting with my younger brother, I'm like, the sound, if your sound messes up on your phone, it's because there's electrical tape over the cameras. Because his sound's always screwing up.
When we get to South Carolina, all right, now, what I'm going to do.
So, we're about off we go here. Alright, it's a small Smoking by the River tour.
Small?
I have had good reports about this book.
Good.
Yes. So hopefully, you know, as we travel down the East Coast, more people will get this wonderful 70-page book in their hands. My first book, published by Page Publishing, and what a wonderful job they did. I hope everybody gets a copy. Everybody needs a copy.
Okay.
first stop is at a Circle K here, White River Junction. Somewhere in Mass, and we pulled over. And so I just dropped off Smoking by the River book here just because, I mean, the place was so busy, and it's like...
You dropped it off at the subway?
No, right over there. But well, I heard good report about it, and I just felt like, well, I should leave one here. Just, I mean,
okay.
if you can trash it, keep it. Yeah, pretty much. And, you know, I'm not going to make a scene about it, but that's fun, though. I mean, that's pretty much Smoking by the River. Someone's going to find it.
Okay, I want you to remind me when I say...
It was really awesome. It was like, I was on the bus.
How long did that take you on the bus?
It was a long time, a couple of days, you know, but they have power outlets, they have a bathroom in there. The only thing I can't really do on the bus is smoke, but besides that, I mean, I'm pretty much...
Were you able to sleep?
Yeah. And plus, I mean, it was during the COVID time, so there wasn't all that many people on the bus going down there.
Oh. Well,
yeah, it was actually, it was a really good time. It was a really and this is going to inspire me to make sure that I cover the 2024 journey, because that one's going to be more important. I'm making this kind of, you know, this, it's almost like a lie in a sense, but it's not a lie, but it's like if we were doing a no time thing, I'm going to go out and lay down these books, maybe 12 to 16 of them, and make like a giant worldwide net so that, you know, a few people can govern the entire world. And you could think, well, Brendon, why would you do that? And I could say, you know, that government is harder than playing the game. Government is it's not something everybody's going to want to do. So the option is going to be there for everybody. But as soon as they see the misery, the grief and riches, they're going to pass that right up. So I'm only going to print out a few of them, go pass them around. The funner parts, and we all know what the funner parts is, getting a college education, opening up a business, opening up your own place to work, you know, and, you know, trying to, you know, maybe manage a city or something. It's the real net is much harder to deal with. One of the real, you know, strings on the net is, you know, it's more for a billboard sign down in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And we're
between Scranton and Wilkes-Barre.
Somewhere around Maryland where they did the Blair Witch Project.
Well, yeah, Maryland.
But we don't have these up in Vermont, these signs that are up here. All these big old signs. And that was one of the first things that first stood out coming down this way when I was first traveled down here. As it was almost a Lewis and Clark-like adventure. You know, discovering the southern regions of the United States.
Yeah, and as we get further south, you'll start seeing more religious signs.
No kidding, huh? Well, I don't come down here a lot, but, you know, there's a few times I come down here every, like, 5 to 10 years. You know what would be really cool, though, is a Maryland journey one day. Oh. Right out through the woods.
You mean you can go to Salzburg, Austria for the Sound of Music tour. You go to Maryland for the Blair Witch Project.
They did that at me. That's where the Book of Shadows came out. I have a good... I know I have something that I can do up there. As far as, you know, not kind of like adding on some of that weird. This was the Smoking by the River. Not really, but it's the Smoking by the River documentary, you know, and it's almost in the vibe, in the atmosphere. 'Cause, I mean, the store's like, it's kind of spooky in a sense. And the bathrooms were double locked. And then it's like the ashtray. I mean, one thing you wouldn't want to do is go to that ashtray, because I mean, with that prison down the road, it's like it wasn't a casing. It was the idea that there was a thing right then. Like, after a while, it's pretty much getting the tobacco purchases lower. I mean, it's really not about picking on the ashtray. And plus, there's that pipe tobacco, which is like really cheap. And so, you know, they're gonna be watching people coming through picking on the ashtray. I know that much. Yeah, that'd be a bad move. At this point, at least this distance from a prison. The forests are really cool though. It's like a Sleepy Hollow forest.
Looking for the headless horseman.
Yeah, something like that. Really cool. Mark getting up the first day on the road in Pennsylvania.
Morning, everybody. Yeah, we had a good first day yesterday, and today we're going to head out through Maryland, West Virginia, and go up to the Skyline Drive, and then take secondary roads southeast to pick up I-95. And that is the itinerary for today.
Excellent.
Okay.
This will be fun. I hope you join with us. So, Mark was kind enough to get us a nice motel room, which was really, really nice. I'm just getting up the next day. Sun shining over there. We are in Pennsylvania, and the sky's all blue. It's really nice to be out here right now. In the motel room, there was a breakfast, like with French toast. I think they call it French toast, bagel or something. I'm gonna go back in and wash up, and we're getting back on the road at like 9, which is really, really cool. This is really, really fun. Got to Maryland.
Very narrow.
So they say this is where this is the state of that the Blair Witch movie was made in. So maybe up in those mountains right there.
Who knows?
I think that too is important about what that story of the Islanders you brought up last night was
The story of what?
the Islanders, where they were kind of seduced to that island.
Oh.
This is a pretty important marker. You know, this is in Rockingham County. I suppose what happened here was back when, and this isn't make-believe, what really happened was, you know, there was, you know, there was a sinkhole opened up, and when they saw it, they didn't know what to do with it. So, you know, if they put the fill in there, the fill would just keep falling. And so, what they did was, they designed a way of over a sort of a pit in a sense to cover it up, which was kind of, you know, to by fundamental principle somehow in logic pretend that the hole wasn't sitting there. And as you can see, I mean, it's not in this area, but you know, that's how the story goes behind it.
Thank you.
North Carolina right now at McDonald's. Just got up in the morning and
we're in South Carolina.
Oh, this is South Carolina, and it's raining a bit with the clouds. That's really nice out there.
There were palm trees at our hotel.
Was there palm trees?
There
I guess there was palm trees back there.
Yeah.
But this is really nice. The rain is really nice. Kind of mildly rainy. I just had to get a cell phone charging cable, so I did. I have so many at home, but I heard that, you know, these cables can tap into your phone, and I must have picked up 50 in the last year, and I lost my cables and all the other cables. So I didn't bring one, so I had to get one, and it was like $12.
I'm working tomorrow.
Oh, he's going faster than I could driving.
I'm videotaping it from afar off. I can see it in my camera. It's looking at me right now.
I gotta get over to get on the other interstate. You gotta slow down. Do you think that pig has any sense of what's about to happen to him? I mean, maybe nothing bad is
No,
gonna
no,
happen.
no. It's Charlotte's Web. No, they do know. They do know, and they're smart. And actually, I don't know if any of us think of that stuff. Like the paint on the cars, we will never think of that. And plus, I mean, we're still keeping up with. We keep up with the society to make sure that they don't do a genocide or something, you know. No, there's a pig man up in Vermont.
You're not able to get much closer than that, I guess.
That's very much like the sex thing. Is the that idea.
We have to drive.
520. No kidding. This is This is thank you for.
Thank you for visiting South Carolina.
No kidding. So now we must be in Georgia.
We must be about to go into Georgia. The border is, we're going over a river, and I guess on the other side of the river we'll be in Georgia.
We're in Florida right now. We just crossed the state line. About to stop and get some gas. This is midnight in West Palm Beach. So this is like mid-state Florida. We're about 60 miles away from Miami.
We've got to go another, I don't know, 30 miles south of Miami to get to Officer.
Yeah. So it was like 2 days. We've been on the road for basically this is the third day on the road. Compared to a bus, I would say that I'm not so much scared that I could get left behind, but it does help having a bathroom on a bus. You know, just something about it that's convenient.
Right.
Well, actually, no, I don't know if they call it a bathroom. They call it a restroom. I think they call it a restroom.
You know, want to come back. It's funny. When you were talking about, you know, when you called and said you weren't going to be able to make it for, you know, several reasons. One being the limited amount of time mixed with the rather excessive amount of driving. I think, for me, the reason that the excessive driving doesn't impact me quite so much, although, you know, yesterday.
Guys, coming up to the camping spot right now. It's on the beach. I'm not sure how much it costed, but pretty neat spot. So that is the rest of the stuff here, kind of on a park bench here. Not a park bench, but it's actually a camping spot. experience, you know, it's finding the track, plus it's navigating the track, so that was pretty cool. I like that. I'm almost pretty much out of Miami, so there might be a little bit more up this way before, you know, I totally get out of Miami, but that was a fun track. It almost felt like a dirt bike trail or something. I mean, we should probably use a dirt bike trail, because I've actually never been on a dirt bike trail. Yeah, that was cool. I'm like, right now, I'm somewhere up there, you know, and it's like, holiday music. Wanted to make a note of it, so that if I add YouTube music, I'm going to add the dog rock sound, which might be nice. We're in Florida right now. We just crossed the state line. About to stop and get some gas. I'm like, right now, I'm somewhere up. So, this is the next day after Mark picked me up. We just got out of the hotel room.
We're in Fort Pierce.
We're in Fort Pierce, and you know, it's really cool out. It's cloud cover today. Yeah, and we're now on our way up to Georgia,
To Savannah.
and I dropped off some books at the a couple Smoking by the River books at the hotel, which was really nice. And a really nice breakfast. That was really fun. It's kind of making me think of Behind the Night Sky, I think, more than Smoking by the River. The hotel, the setup, you know, the idea of $10 to kind of work for the whole thing, you know, for $9.99, something like that. But it's really nice here, and it'd be really nice to test out the Behind the Night Sky Kids Club idea. That one sort of felt like a kids club. I mean, I know they've done them in the past, like the YMCA, and there's Boys in the Kids Clubs of America. I still think that the Behind the Night Sky one has a good chance at making the art something to honor, you know, rather than kind of, you know, where you kind of, you know, it's like a starving artist type thing. I think there's more that an artist can take from the benefits of the doubt and then move onwards, I suppose. Behind the Night Sky. Nope. The Liminal Land, Walt Disney, Kids Club, Workers, and then the Royal Law, Free Will, and then Holy Land, and then Orlando, Holy Land Experience, and Holy Land, and the idea, and then to find what that is, a Holy Land. There's another Behind the Night Sky, no, the Holy Land. History reenacted now is slightly perverse, because in the now is now, history was in the history. So history would be, and to remember something, or to remember me, would be more of a holy sense where you would not reenact it. And this is just for a future a letter to write, and hope that you know, we'll be able to move that forward in the right direction.
You know, it's interesting.
So it is, it's Sunday, you know, Sunday morning around 9 o'clock. Still waiting for Mark to pick me up. So I'm just kind of walking around, you know, making sure that I smell well enough to jump back in the car after 243 miles. And I'm walking around a store, kind of like a plaza, and I come across this kind of empty building. There's nothing in the parking lot over here. Wait a minute, did I just mess that up? Well, anyways, I'll have to retape that. So it's Sunday, it's around 9 o'clock. You know, waiting around for Mark to come pick me up. While I'm doing so, you know, kind of just walking around. And I come across this empty section of the plaza mart. I go up to the door, you know, being cautious because, I mean, it doesn't say no trespassing. I mean, it's part of the plaza. I just walk up. I mean, it looks like the back room's in there, and it's addicting to look in there. I mean, really, 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 really addicting. I hope no one's gonna take my phone, but I would want to walk in there, but I'm not gonna. But you know, if they come at me and say delete it, I'll just delete it. But you know, it's a nice area, and it's shaded. It's got to be like, I don't know, 90 degrees out there right now. And that type of heat is just about the same place. And it's got the hum. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's got a hum. And it's got that rich feeling in here. Like, you know, like that Walmart thing. It's a 9 to 5. The whole, you know, insurance plan, retirement plan. You know, and the whole thing's kind of empty too, which is weird. You know, you just wouldn't think some people would leave like millions of dollars behind. You were to stumble across it, you know. People try to run from it. I've gotten close, and I've tried to run from it too. But, you know, when you deal with so much of that, whatever that is, that kind of crud, and you find a rich spot like that, all empty, really nice. That last video was incredible. I mean, those colored tiles on the floor, that was just like some of the Backrooms movies and found footage. And this is real life. I mean, it's just in a small plaza mall, and I don't want to videotape too much because I don't want to lose the footage. And plus, I don't want to reveal too much of this location stuff because, you know, I mean, they're going to come back at me with that, and it's just disrespectful, but that was nice. I mean, I was pulling the camera in, like, with the camera as I'm recording it, and I see those colored tiles, I'm like, oh, damn. I mean, that's literally looks like, and cars stuff driving by, you know? The last thing I want to do is, you know, actually find the back rooms. It's like, escape the back rooms. I'm pretty sure it was escape the back rooms. And I've had free money before and didn't know how to handle it. And it's like, you know, I'm losing my ability to be strong. I almost felt like I was on an opiate or something. Though I've never been on an opiate, but some people describe it as kind of like missing a link all of a sudden. And so that's what I think it'd be like to be on an opiate, would be just kind of missing a link where it's like, you know, it must be in the crud, but it isn't in the crud. Because you want all things, I mean, in riches, you know, even the crud. Just to make sure no one's going to get that on you. So, yeah, I wouldn't want to go in there right now if that is the place, but that was good. That was real good. And that was in real life, too. I mean, through my phone, though, but I can walk over there. And it was pretty much, you know, and it had that hum to the buzzing sound. So that was pretty much, you know, riding pretty close to, you know, finding something. All you really need, I mean, if the theory holds up, all you really need is, like, you know, just a lot of energy around that door frame, and it just, like, kind of just, in other words, kind of hyperspaces you, put you in hyperspace, leaving behind pretty much ashes. So, I mean, you know, it's pretty much cremation in a sense, but they do it more technical, and it's not really even cremation at that point, because then you're kind of psychotic, mixing a lot of things, you know. So, I mean, that's what it really is, I think, and that magnetic distortion is, you know, it's sort of like a fire in a sense, but. So in one of the motels in Savannah, Georgia, is like these creatures. It's almost like the Backrooms creatures. This one's pretty cool. This one's got a TV to it, and it's got a back TV and stuff. I just thought that was pretty cool. I want to do a little video of it. You know, I mean, in a way, in quantum entanglement and kind of the ocean of light particles, it's very possible that these could move in ways. Just one more of the. This one's on a skidoo, I guess, or you know, watercraft. It's supposed to be on a watercraft, but that's another one of the creatures that could be considered, you know, almost a backrooms creature in a sense. I mean, that's just a thought for a liminal land. I mean, if there was such a liminal land, or even you know, something of connected to Walt Disneyland, you know, with I mean, those creatures are kind of cool. That one's got a radio. Okay, so
I'm gonna pull up here.
we were going through North Carolina, and Mark asked me if I wanted to stop at south of the border. I didn't even know there was a south of the border, but there were so many advertisement posters. I mean, and then one of them even said Shalom. So I mean, and then trucks weaving in around the road. So I said, well, just stop. We'll stop.
Take your time.
All right, so that's pretty much. There's a whole bunch of stuff over here. I mean, I don't know if anybody's been to south of the border. Are we in North Carolina?
We're right on the border
We're right
of North and South Carolina.
So this is about north and south. That looks like a small attraction. I mean, it might be worth your time to stop here at some point, walk around for more than a couple hours. We're in Florida right now. We just crossed the state line. About to stop and get some gas.
doesn't look like that one is attached to a
All
car
of those
dealership.
big flags have that kind of effect, and I wonder if I should film them sometimes as well. I mean, because they got that glory like a white bird. I don't know if you've ever seen a seagull spread its wings, but
Oh yeah.
you know, if they do it the right way, if vertigo's the feeling, vertigo, the seagulls will give a vertigo, like feeling it. And
Yeah, be careful on your travels. It's very, very cold out there, so be careful.
This is Pennsylvania on Thursday morning. We're a few hundred miles away from Vermont, our home destination. And we should be making that trek today and be back somewhere around 6 o'clock tonight. The walls were playing out a story?
No, what was it? The walls were.
Like the walls were playing out a story.
The wall.
So I'm in my hotel room, and like I hear the police saying, you know, open up, it's the police. It's like an entire story was I'm watching play out from the walls.
South east corner of Pennsylvania. Welcome sign. Oh yeah. See the I Love New York thing over here?
This area is somewhere right around Burkittsville, Maryland. I mean, that's if there was a town. I didn't get the total the absolute history on the Burkittsville thing, but you know, I mean, I'm at a rest stop, and it's in New York State, but it's right down there where Delaware, Pennsylvania. You know, it's in that like 4-trio state right there. So this is right around Maryland, and it kind of has that smell in the air. You know, I've watched that the Blair Witch movie several times. And you know, right here as we get into the woodsy line, I mean, that's where you can really, you know, you can kind of long for the fall, you know. And that's amazing right there. That we ought to take a closer look. I mean, so as you can see here on the, I mean, this is at a rest stop. This is in New York State, but you can see the wall line here, which is amazing. I mean, I wouldn't really know how to describe that, except to say that, you know, when they were building the rest stop, they had extra rocks, and just decided to lay a wall out here. There's a fence, a heavy fence back over here. I had to get a picture of that, but I'm not gonna. Well, I think we're in Florida right now. We just crossed the state line. About to stop and get some gas. Yeah, that's pretty amazing. You know what? It's a good opportunity to come back here and just walk around. You know, as you can see the cars up there and the rest stop up here. A lot of leaves back here. A lot of leaves. This is a nice area. It's got there's a nice cool breeze in the air. It's really a place where you kind of want to just kind of come out here and just lounge around for a bit of time. I almost feel like I stole that picture of the wall there, but no, I suppose I got to keep it. I've taken one before, and it didn't want to register all that well. A little bit guilty about it, but I'll just have to say, you know, well, it's New York State, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. Hopefully nobody will come after me. And you know, it's that same type of wall that I wrote about in the game. I mean, I'm very familiar with these walls, and I know people want to see one, so I'd be scared of screwing that up a bit. But I think I'll be alright. It'll be alright. Any final words, Mark, on this journey?
I was very happy to do it with you. That is what I'll say for my final words. And I hope we do another one soon.
That's great words. Thanks, Mark. Well, that pretty much says the journey right there. I mean, over a week and a half, and you know, I'm glad that you watched this video. You know, it was a great time. Who don't like smoking by the river? You know, well, actually, I don't want nobody to answer that, but you know, I left quite a few books going down. I don't know if I didn't put it on camera, but You know, I hope that you you picked up the book and read it. I left it at a few places down there at the motels we slept at, and I kind of sort of can't believe we made it back. That's neat.